Hi, today we will learn a short trick of finding the equivalent resistance between A and B. Okay, so we know that here we are having the resistance of 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohms and 5 ohms. Okay, by using the Wheatstone bridge we can find it out easily. So how, if we think that this is P and this is Q, this is R and this is S. So we know that P by Q is equals to R by S. So here what happens, here we are having P is 2 and by Q is 3 and here we are having R is 2 ohms and S is equals to 3 ohms. So here what happens, here we can write that 2 by 3 is equals to 2 by 3, that means P by Q is equals to R by S. So we can take this resistance as no resistance. So in that what happens, from this 5 ohms there is no passage of the current. Okay, so we should not have to take this. Then what happens? We have to consider these two are the series and these two are in the series. So here what happens? We can find it as 2 plus 3. So equivalent resistance in the series is R1 plus R2. So that means P plus Q. So here we are having 2 and here we are having 3. So 2 plus 3. That is equals to 5 ohms. And here also we are having the same series. So this is also will be equals to the resistance, equivalent resistance. So here also we are having 2 plus 3. So this is adding the 5 ohms resistance and this is also having the 5 ohm resistance. So here what happens? These two 5 ohms and are in the parallel. So for that reason we can take that. So equivalent resistance in parallel, that is equals to 5 into 5 by 5 plus 5. That will be equals to 25 by 10. That is equals to 2.5 ohms. Okay, so like that we can do. But if we have, okay, let us say if we have, now if we have like this, if the resistance are like this, 1 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 4 ohms, 5 ohms. So here what happens? Here P by Q is not equals to P by Q. Here let us take this as P, Q or S, right? So P by Q is not equals to R by S. Okay, so how do we do? So we can do it by using the Kirchhoff laws, right? So that is a very lengthy process and it took about more than 5 minutes. So to remove that 5 minutes, to use that 5 minutes, we need to make a shortcuts. Okay, so here I would like to take that. Here what happens? Here I would like to take a star or delta process. Okay, so let us take here I am taking a resistance here and I am taking a resistance in these two resistors and I am taking another resistor here in between these two resistors. I am taking where? I am taking a resistor in between these two and between these two, between these two. So I would like to name this R1 and this is R2 and this is R3. Okay, so here what happens, in this 5 ohms also we are getting the current. The current is flowing through this 5 ohms. In Wheatstone bridge, the current will not flow through this 5 ohms, right? So now what is how we got this R1 and R2 and R3? So let us take the formulas of R1. R1 is nothing but, so here we are having 1 ohm and 5 ohms and here we are having that 3 ohms, right? So how do we do this? So in that, here we have to take here we are having 1 ohms plus, and here we are having 5 ohms plus, here we are having 3 ohms. Okay, so what is the numerator here? So how do we take that? So here we need to take the besides of this R1. So here we are having 1 and here we are having 3 ohms. So 1 ohm plus 3 ohms. So here we are going to get, here we need to multiply. Okay, so here what happens? 1 ohm into 3 ohms. That will be equals to 3 ohms square. And here we are having 1 ohms, 5 ohms, 3 ohms. So then here what happens? Here we are going to get that 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is equals to 9 ohms. So ohms and ohms will get ohms and ohms will get cancelled out and this will be equals to 1 by 3. That will be equals to 1 by 3 ohms. So here what happens? The value of R1 is equals to 1 by 3. And let us take R2. So the value of R2 in the denominator we are going to get 1 plus 5 plus 3, that is the same thing. Here we are going to get 6 plus 3, that is equals to 9 ohms. And here we are having R2. Where is R2? R2 is here. So we need to multiply the numbers, the ohms, the resistors which beside of this R2, that is equals to 1 ohms and 5 ohms. So 1 plus 5 ohms square, and square will get cancelled out, so this will be equals to 5 by 9 ohms. And next R3 is what? Here we are having R3. So 5 into 3. For 5 into 3 is 15 by 9 ohms. So we are going to get that 15 by 3, 3 5 3 3s. So here we got this. Here we got this 5. Here we got this 15 by 9 ohms. And here also we got the 3 by 9 ohms. Okay, so let us write this. Okay, let us trace. Okay, so here you see, here we are having like this. So R1, and here in upside we are having R2, and here we are having, this is R2 and this is 2 ohms, and next here we are having R3, and here we are having 4 ohms, right? So this is R3 and this is 4 ohms. So we need to find the resistance between A and B. We can do it very clearly. So we know that this R2, what is the value of R2? That is equals to 5 by 9. So here we can take 5 by 9 ohms. R3 value will be equals to 15 by 9. So 15 by 9 ohms, and R1 value is equals to 3 by 9 ohms. Okay, so the equivalent resistance of these two will be equals to 5 by 9 plus 2. So that means equals to 5 plus 4 by 9. That will be equals to, sorry, here we are having 5 by 9 plus 2 is equals to 5 plus 18 by 9. So here we are going to get 23 by 9 ohms. Here we are getting that 23 by 9 ohms. And what happens to here? Here we are having that 15 by 9 plus 4. So 15 by 9 plus 4, that will be equals to 15 plus, and 4 9s are 36. So 36 by 9. So here we are going to get 5 plus 1 6. 5 plus 6 is equals to 11, and 3 plus 1 4 5. So 51 by 9 ohms. So here what happens? These two are in the parallel, right? So here we can take that these two are in parallel. So that means 23. So 23 by 9, 23 by 9 into 51 by 9. And 23 by 9 plus 51 by 9. So here we can write like this. So 23 into 51. So how much? We can make directly. 23 into 51 by 9 9s are 9 into 9. And here we are having denominator something 23 plus 51. So 23 51 is how much? 5 plus 2 7 7 plus 74 by 9. So here we can get 9 will get cancelled out. Okay. Okay, right. So here we are getting 23 into 51 by 74 ohms, and it is series with the R1. So R1 is how much? We got 3 by 9. Equals to 3 by 9 plus 23 into 51 by 74. Then this is our resultant.